Hi there, I'm Jonas, co-founder and CEO of hoc-trade, your behavioral analytics tool for retail traders. Today we're going to have a deep dive analysis into Fantom or FTM as ticker symbol. Why? We have seen a good rally of FTM in the past couple of weeks, much outperforming Bitcoin and the overall crypto market. So we want to know why and what can we expect in the future. The recent price developments can actually be very well mapped to recent news published by Andre Cronje. Apologies if my pronunciation is off here. He is the director of the Fantom Foundation, but we get to that in a minute. As a first step, let's have a look at where FTM stands right now in terms of price and development. Second, we will have a look at those news and try to find explanations for the recent price action. And third, we will have a detailed look at the chart and perform a technical analysis to see where things might head to. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Please be aware though that everything in this video is no financial advice and that you should always do your own due diligence. Let's have a look at the chart of Fantom first. If you don't know, Fantom is a blockchain platform for DeFi, crypto dApps, and also enterprise solutions. From a user perspective, it differentiates through its fast transactions and extremely low transaction costs, oftentimes just a fraction of a cent. Looking at the daily chart, Fantom had its high at around $3.50 here in October 2021. And with the start of the bear market, went down to slightly below 20 cents. However, from the low in November last year at around 16, 17 cents, it went straight north in the last couple of weeks. The whole crypto market has been performing quite well in that time, so let's add Bitcoin to this chart to compare it against the overall market movement. If we look from that time in November, Fantom increased by 250% and more, while Bitcoin is only sitting at a profit of 50%. So Fantom significantly outperformed Bitcoin in that time frame. Before deep diving into the potential on a technical analysis point of view, let's first of all understand why Fantom outperformed Bitcoin that much. In order to understand the recent price action, we need to know a little more about the historic events at Fantom and the Fantom Foundation. One important person here is Andre Cronje, who is now the director of the Fantom Foundation. He published a couple of Medium articles in the last couple of weeks, which can explain some, if not a majority of the price action. We get to the content and the chart reaction in a minute. So, Andre Cronje was at Fantom in the past already, left and rejoined. Looking at his LinkedIn profile, we can see he left Fantom in February 2022 and joined back in November last year. He has been a DeFi architect for some of the greatest dApps and protocols we see out there. There has been quite a bit of buzz around him, with him leaving Fantom and joining back. I don't want to speculate about the exact reasons here in this video. And honestly, this is also his private stuff, so I don't even want to touch this, also as a matter of respect. What is very interesting is the Medium articles he published recently. It all really kicked off with the article Fantom, an inside financial peek at being a crypto company at the end of November 2022. In this article, he gives an overview to the financial situation at Fantom, their fundraising, what kind of tokens are being held, how expenses are being paid, and so on. It is actually really interesting, so might be worth a read. But what is especially interesting is the part about how much Fantom at the time in November still has in reserves. Over 450 million FTM, $100 million in stables, $100 million in other crypto assets, and $50 million in non-crypto assets. The burn rate for salaries is noted as $7 million per year, hence giving Fantom more than 30 years run rate without any income and not even touching their FTM tokens. At today's price, that would be another $250 million or more. So while this is not an audited financial statement, just a statement made in a Medium article, so take it with a grain of salt. But if being close to exact, This is powerful news, and the price of Fantom reacted. Looking at the chart, we can see the price jumped from like 18 cents to 25 cents, a roughly 40% increase when he published that article. Andre kept publishing new articles, being a mix of his own view on the crypto market and some more inside peeks to what is going on at Fantom. And as we saw earlier, FTM kept going up. I'm not going to go through all articles, but especially one is still interesting, which gives some indication to the very recent strong price action. In the article Frustrations of a Debt Developer, he talks about the USPs of Fantom and how they differentiate for debt developers by solving some of the most critical developer frustrations. Moreover, he points out how Fantom is helping developer teams for their funding, which is usually very much front-loaded. Hence, teams rather become some sort of an asset manager than focusing on development. They set up an ecosystem vault which receives 10% of all transaction fees and give a gas monetization to the development team. While the ecosystem vault, which teams can apply for to kickstart their project, the gas monetization enables an ongoing income stream by receiving 15% of all the gas fees created by the protocol. Now, Fantom has a strong follower and developer community, and those measures might help to strengthen this even more. What is important is if you are trading Fantom, have a look at those sources which I've just shown you. When trading crypto, I usually think of an asset from a macro and a micro environment view. The macro environment is the crypto market overall, with the closest proxy being Bitcoin. The micro view is the developments ongoing at Fantom and Fantom Foundation in this case. Both macro and micro environment have been very bullish in the past couple of weeks. Hence, we see the outperformance of Fantom. How does it look like from a price analysis view though? What are potential price targets, resistances and support levels we need to know about? Let's have a look at the chart again and perform a technical analysis. I usually work my way down from the large timeframes to the shorter ones. So let's get started at the daily chart. The major resistance levels based on the history are here at 95 cents and here at $1.02. On the way to there is not much of previous supports or resistances, pretty much wide open. Another resistance level afterwards is here at roughly $1.67. I've marked those areas in between those resistance levels in green. Let's have a look what we can see in the 4-hour chart. We can actually notice a nice trend channel here which has formed since the beginning of the year, with a couple of confirmations on the support side. From this perspective, we might actually see some form of consolidation here to the level of 55 cents and then taking the support from the lower line here to continue further upwards. As seen earlier, the next bigger resistance is only at roughly $1. Looking at the hourly chart, we can actually very nicely see the breakout here at 50 cents with a retest and a confirmation the day after. The retest was not 100% clean as it slightly dipped below and probably caught a couple of stop losses there. At those exact points, the frustration potential for traders is very high. Actually, a nice setup, which may not work out due to the noise in the price and not 100% clean execution. Many traders tend to revenge trade at a point like this, quickly getting into the market again to make up for their losses. At hoc-trade, we developed an analysis exactly for this, to see whether you have a loss-making pattern in your trading when it comes to situations like this. We look at whether there is a correlation between the time you take to open a trade just after you had a loss and the average performance of the trade. In this example, you can see that the quicker the new position was entered after incurring the loss, the worse was the performance. A very typical example of revenge trading. If you want to check your trading performance for this and many more behavioral analytics, we start our beta testing in a few weeks. You can join our Discord server to be sure to get an exclusive free access to our tool and be part of the beta testers. I'll put the link in the description of this video down below if you're interested. Back to Fantom. The recent price action is very strong and FTM is now in a price range without many large resistance levels until up like $1. It's definitely a token I'll have my eyes on and maybe try to find a nice entry if coming back to those support levels here, either the trend line support or the horizontal support from the previous high and retest. As always though, this is no financial advice and please do your own due diligence. Next, let's have a look at CoinMarketCap, where there is sufficient market volume for you to trade Fantom Perpetuals. Binance, as usual, shows the largest market volume, but also KuCoin, Kraken, Bybit, BitGet and MaxC show decent volumes. When it comes to the choice where to trade, our first analysis for this is already live and can be tested by you. We have seen that the trading fee levels have a major effect on your trading performance as an active trader, and that the fee levels among the exchanges actually differ extremely. In order to solve that issue, we have developed Dr. Fee. You can just manually enter your trading volumes for spot and futures trading, the share of maker and taker trades, your account balance and the native exchange token holding. And the tool tells you in a few seconds how much fees you would have paid at all the large crypto exchanges. As you can see, even with only like 15 million US dollar futures volume per month, which is still the lowest of 10 tiers at Binance, you pay over the year nearly 100,000 US dollars in fees in case of KuCoin, but could save more than 60,000 US dollars of this in case if trading at Kraken. For different volumes, balances, holdings or maker-taker shares, this could look completely different though, and the numbers already include the fee promotions that we can offer if signing up through the tool. So yeah, if you're interested, go check it out. Let us know what you think. I put the link into this video description here again. Alright, if you liked the video and think that was helpful, we highly appreciate if you leave us a like and subscribe to the channel. We keep developing lots of content for traders. Happy trading and stay safe!